So I'm off to a fine start this morning. I got here ready to set up, get gluing immediately. I've got my resins table set up, feeling organized, and I completely forgot to bring all the cups that I mixed the resin in. So, you know, that's a sign of today. It's 10 o'clock. I'm gonna work my hardest to get the cups done. Back here, I gotta get started. I gotta glue all the transom, the bulkheads, the sides of the boat, everything together this morning. That's my goal, is to get all done before too long. Because yeah, I've got a lot to do. I feel like an idiot, but you know, beginner project, here we go. I'll give you a quick tour of what I'm doing here today. So I'm borrowing a friend's shop who's been so kind to let me be out here. Please tell me this isn't measuring cups. Oh, good, it isn't. All right, I saw a box and I thought, oh, that's where they went. I did bring them. So this morning's setup, I've got some filming equipment ready to go. I've got my gluing station. I'm gonna be gluing together bulkheads, the dagger board, transom, things like that. And then the boat will get, hey, get off that, come on. Be gluing those together today. Once we get all done, then we'll start to be ready for, guess what I just found. It's gonna be a long week. In any case, okay. I'm starting to do the first of the gluing now. This is it's a little bit scary doing the first glue because I've never worked with resin like this before, but here we go. So I've got marine epoxy resin. We've got one resin, one hardener, 2 parts resin to 1 part hardener. And we're gonna start doing all the bulkhead joints now. And so I've got to get that all put together. And I'm just double checking. So what I'm gonna end up using here from the company is something called Cellophil. And this just basically, if I understand, it helps kind of create a good, more hardened structure or something for it to hold stronger. So you use this when you're pulling the joints together. It makes a stronger clamp, I guess. So I'm gonna mix this up to a mustard consistency. I don't know if that's brown mustard or yellow mustard. There's a difference. Brown mustard's a little thicker, yellow mustard's gross. So I guess we'll go from there. Glove up, folks. Science is about to happen. I don't know how the science works, but you know, it's science nonetheless. And that is okay with me. This handy overalls that I bought for this project. I have to admit, I'm not an overall wearer, but I think I might be a convert because it's pretty awesome having like a tool belt at your chest. A couple stirring sticks. Chip brushes I'm going to put over here. Ooh, maybe I should spread out my plastic first. I don't know how quickly this stuff sets up. I guess that's always the fear with resin, right? Like you're going to put it together, it's going to mix together, and it's going to be set up so quickly you won't be able to use it. So I'm going to set up my plastic and my glue first. Then I'll come back and do the resin. Interesting. Okay, so it's 2 to 1. So I go 2 pumps, or we're supposed to alternate. So I go 1 pump. Let that slowly come back up. 1 pump. 2 pumps. I'm gonna do 4. 2 pumps. Oh, come on, all the way up. Gotta come all the way up. Come on, baby. Up, 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 up. Nice and slow. That's super slow. And now we mix. Oh, this is so nerve-wracking. Okay, here we go. Let's get some of that. And, oh, I forgot the Cellophil. Shoot. Mustard consistency. Okay. Let's try just 1 scoop first. the seed should be placed generously to all mating faces. Okay, let's just... Feels kind of tricksy. Okay, so I think this little batch went a little better, but now I've got a problem of the fact that I've got to get the other bulkhead glued on here, but like an idiot, of course I clamped one side because I didn't think it through. I should rehearse these things beforehand. Especially because now that has shifted. Damn it. Okay, Richard. Patience, buddy. Just a modicum of patience, my friend. That's all you need. Okay, so you can see the boat laid out before me here. We've got the bottom, I don't know what you call the bottom of the boat, the deck. Got the deck right here in the middle. And all of these are gonna get glued together and eventually we'll kind of peel them up, bend them around, and they'll become all a big part of the boat. So my next step right now is I gotta glue all these joints together and put some weight down on top of them. Once I get some weight on them, they'll sit through the night. They got 24 hours to cure. And then tomorrow I'll be able to start stitching it all together. And literally we stitch it. So we bring these wood parts up, we put copper wire through little holes in here, and those little holes will be used to kind of hold it together, stitch it together like we're sewing a boat up. So I've finished the first major step of today, which is getting the bulkheads glued and ready to go. Oop, I need to do some cleanup on these, I think. But they're looking good. I'm happy with what I got going so far. It's a matter of deep learning at the moment. I'm really praying that I haven't glued any of my clamps to the board. We're learning, I'm learning. And that is what this whole process is about. Figure out what comes next, make sure I'm staying on top of things. You're dealing with some fear and anxiety. You know, my big one today was, you know, do I have the mix right with the resins? And while I'm mixing the resins, there's this issue of like, okay, once I've got them started, how quickly do they set up? I've never done it before. Turns out I got a lot more time than I realized, which is encouraging. So I'm gonna mix up a big batch of resin now to do all these joints, and I'll just do them fairly in one go, pretty much. And we'll get it sorted. It's gonna take a little bit, but we're gonna get it sorted. You know, this is a process. First thing I'm gonna do is clean up the glue on these because I did a little too much glue, so it's kind of dripping through, but I'm gonna clean up that. Then I'll get this glued together. And then I have a little side project. If my kids show up today, then I'm gonna get started on with them. That'll be kind of fun. And a couple other things that we can kind of do while we're waiting for the glue to dry. So we're not wasting time. All right, I've reached the end of day one, and it was good. I feel good about today. I feel like I was able to get through most of the challenges, and I feel like I have some tomorrow that I just can't predict yet, and I think that's part of this whole adventure, right? I think I'm moving fast enough for now. I'm day one in. I've got all the major parts glued together for prep to start forming the boat. My goal tomorrow is to have the general boat all stitched together, tight enough that it'll be ready for epoxy. If I can get to epoxy and start pouring epoxy into the seams, that'll be great. And then fiberglass on Wednesday is the goal. I might be overzealous here because it is kind of cold, and it just depends on how the glue is going to set up. I've got some sanding to do first thing tomorrow morning, so I'll come in and just immediately get to sanding. And once the sanding's done, then I can get to the stitching up portion of this. That's when it will look. I think that's when this will get more exciting because the boat will actually start to look like a boat and not just a bunch of puzzle pieces laid out on the ground. So I'm excited. I'm excited where we're going. I feel like it's a more doable project now. It's kind of interesting challenges, just keeping track of all the pieces I got to keep track of and remembering that I got to film this. So I'm done for the day. I'm just going to quickly look over the plans, see what I got to do for tomorrow, and then I'm going to go home and eat dinner because I'm hungry and I'm tired. It's surprising how tiring it is just gluing stuff throughout the day. I'm just excited to see where it goes. So bear with me, have some fun watching this all stitched together.